This is the first time that the 52 Super Series has been in the Southern Hemisphere, here in Cape Town. It's going to be a 6-regatta season.
That was Tina's and my idea to bring everybody here, and who would have thought that we have a day like this?
It was a great opportunity, first and foremost, from the Platiners who have been really active in the class. They really wanted to be able to bring this show here. And this year with the 6 races, it's close to 60 races and they all count. And it's really pretty impressive watching how hard the teams have worked to prepare for it.
This makes it a long season and the pressure is to be competitive from the very first day. But there's also time and opportunity to enjoy and embrace the vibrant cultural melting pot that Cape Town now is.
I've never been here before. It's a spectacular place to come to and to sail.
It was a dream for me to come in South Africa for sailing, and we are very happy even if we are not first.
From about 15 or so years ago, South Africa wrote itself into sailing history with the emblematic Shosholoza America's Cup campaign, a programme which really punched above its weight on the strength of passion and team spirit. It launched the professional careers of many South African sailors in this fleet, and now there are hopes that the 52 Super Series in Cape Town will ignite a similar positive legacy.
Without Shosholoza, we probably wouldn't have been here, you know. We all got thrown in the deep end, a little bit naive, and we had a great 5 years out of it, and fast forward 15 years and here we are. It's unbelievable.
Even after all these years, it's a great feeling to see an old teammate of yours. It left a big mark on all of us.
There are 1 or 2 new faces in the fleet though, as Azura draft in Michele Paoletti as their new tactician.
It's super to sail with this boat and especially with this team.
The down-to-earth, friendly Italian replacing Olympic legend Santi Lange, while laid-back American Jonathan McKee, himself a double Olympic medalist, steps onto Brunellasek to partner longtime pal and adversary Morgan Larson.
I'm really honoured to have the opportunity to be here and to sail at this level. It's really exciting.
And the French Paprec team are also back on the circuit. "2020 will usher in new initiatives and continue some existing themes in the circuit's drive for a more sustainable future for us all." Before the regatta started in Cape Town, a group of very enthusiastic youngsters from Mossel Bay's Skipper Foundation, an organisation which seeks to give youngsters an introduction to sailing and to the life skills and possible career options which might be opened by an interest in sailing.
They will learn about to dream. You know, to dream is something, if you don't dream, you can't go forwards.
I think we are on a good way and we should do it everywhere.
And all of the regatta's unused food has been gathered each afternoon and very quickly redistributed through the local Food Forward organisation, which is the largest and most active food redistribution initiative in South Africa.
I'm very happy that everyone, even the team, they found the solution, which is to help the people who need the food.
The regatta itself is supported by Odzala Discovery Camps.
The Odzala Discovery Camps are about conserving the Congo Basin rainforest, which is the second biggest rainforest after the Amazon. So there's a park up there that we currently in the Odzala Kukua National Park. We've got 3 tourist camps there where you can go and hike to see gorillas, you can do wildlife tracking in cars, you can canoeing on the rivers. And it's all about creating sustainable income for the local communities so that they don't have to either poach animals in the park or work in the logging concessions, which basically decrease the amount of trees.
Day 1. It's a dream start to the event for the hosts Team Phoenix, as local knowledge certainly helps out on the racecourse. Hasso-Plattner's Phoenix 11 are leading on the left side of the course early on and go on to win the first race. They fight back in the second contest to finish third behind Allegri, who won the second race. Phoenix 11 give the home supporters reason to cheer at the top of the table after day one.
Table Mountain, fog outside. This is perfect sailing. Can't get better.
The second day, the breezes remain in the 10 to 16 knots. The regatta leaders Phoenix 11 extend their lead as they reel off a second win in the first race of the day. Sled have an unfortunate collision with training partners Allegra during the first race of the day. Damage to their carbon standing rigging means they can take no further part of the regatta and are sidelined, forced to accept average points.
The real disadvantage for us is not being on the racetrack and learning for the Worlds as well. You know, it's giving all these guys another 3 days of sailing and racing amongst themselves that we're going to miss out on.
Meantime, Azura strengthened their hand with a pair of second places, finishing second behind race 4 winners Brunasek, while unfortunately Phoenix 11, the home team, struggle with a couple of technical breakdowns.
We had a little breakdown before the start, and that really got us on the back foot.
And it was a day which saw a rash of incidents and many penalty flags, indicative of this early stage in the season and how competitive the racing is. Day 3 Quantum Racing bounce back and win the first race of the day. It's their first race win in fact since September on the circuit, and Platoon are back on song through the day after a difficult start to their regatta. Finishing second, they go on to win the second race of the day with a very substantial margin, but meantime Azura extend at the top of the leaderboard. Finally, on day 4, the Cape Doctor comes calling. The strongest local southeasterly wind arrives in force, blowing at over 20 knots on the start line and peaking at 28 knots during the one and only race sailed. Up the first beat, the right offshore track is best. Allegra lead at the top mark from Quantum Racing with Phoenix 12 in the mix. A fast, furious downwind, Platoon below their kite. Brunasek make a nice gain using a wind shift and using the right-hand mark looking upwind. They choose the better gate mark and go on to win the race. Quantum Racing in second and Tina Plattner gets third on Phoenix 12.
Obviously, I guess this is what everyone expected from Cape Town. It will have some breeze at some point, and these boats are just great fun when the puff comes on and you go downwind at like 21, 22 knots.
But Azura go into the last day leading by 7 points. After the Cape Doctor had blown hard yesterday, today there was no wind at all. So champions in South Africa are Azura, their first regatta win in over 2 years.
The feeling of winning here is great, so we are really enjoying. We want to dedicate it to one of our crew members, Ale Koja, that couldn't join us this week, and also for Pedro that did a very, very good job replacing him in a tough spot. So this is for them also.
Second overall is a great result for the local favourites of Hasso-Plattner's Phoenix 11.
It was a great regatta. We had a fantastic day yesterday. That was good for Cape Town, was good for the fleet.
So the final results in Cape Town, Azura winning on 24 points, second Phoenix 11, Hasso-Plattner on 31 points, third Quantum Racing also on 31 points. Cape Town in the southern tip of Africa really has dealt up a fantastic first regatta of 2020. Ashore, it's colourful, lively and super friendly. On the water, great sailing conditions, a real range of different breezes, including the Cape Doctor. It's little wonder then we're coming back for the Rolex TP52 World Championship in 3 weeks. Join us then.